Hey guys, welcome back to State of Elections. Today we're going to be talking about what a red wave year in 2024 would look like for Republicans. I'm going to be doing a generic Republican candidate versus Joe Biden, and we can look at some of the state trifectas over here. States like Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania are going to be targeted in 2022 because if they can take on any of these incumbents, that will leave them with a Republican trifecta in these states, and they will be looking to pass voting restrictions. Some states I didn't include in my list today are Kentucky. Governor Beshear, the legislator, has a veto-proof majority, so it basically is a Republican trifecta. John Bel Edwards is term limited, and he will leave his seat at the beginning of 2024. This is expected to become a Republican trifecta. Alaska has divided government. They have a caucus that works together in the assembly, but it does vote for the Republican at the presidential level. So the first state we can get into, we're going to talk about Iowa and Ohio. Both went for Donald Trump in 2016 and 2020 by about 8 percentage points. In a red wave year, I see that the margin would definitely increase by maybe to 10%, 12%. Looking at margins would be Republican high turnout, Democratic low turnout. Now, three other states I'm not going to talk about much is Vermont, Massachusetts, and Maryland. They all have Republican governors with Democratic legislators. Charlie Baker in Massachusetts is the only one of the that has no real power. The veto power is with the legislator. They have a supermajority. Vermont just lost its supermajority, so now Phil Murphy will be able to use his veto pen. They may get it back in 2022 before the 2024 election. Larry Hogan is term limited in Maryland, and it is expected to be taken over by a Democrat. The governorship will be, and then it will be a Democratic trifecta. Our first flip state is going to be New Hampshire. New Hampshire goes to the Republicans in this. Their assembly and Senate both just flipped, and Chris Sununu is the governor there. They will be looking to pass some voting restrictions, and it would flip to the Republicans in a red wave year. Minnesota, I'm going to have tilt Democratic because it has not voted for the Republicans since 1972. That was the last time that it did. It has the longest streak among all Democratic states. So I'm going to keep that blue. They will be targeting the governor in 2022, but he is very popular, and the Democrats still hold the assembly, and they will be trying for the Senate in 2022. I expect a lot of money to be spent on these races. Then Texas, Florida, and North Carolina. They have Republican legislators, all besides North Carolina. They have a Democratic governor who will be around through the 2024 season, but in a red wave year, all these southern states are going to go to the Republican. Arizona is also going to go to the Republicans. It has a Republican trifecta as of right now, and they will be looking to put voting restrictions in place, and especially in a red wave year, it would revert back to Republicans. It was the first time that a Democrat won Arizona since 1992. Then we'll move on to the Rust Belt, and I'm going to, let's do the districts first. We have Maine's 2nd district is going to go to the Republican. Donald Trump proved that this district can flip. And then he also took Nebraska's 2nd in 2016. So I'm going to give both of those to the Republican this time around. Then we can move on to the Rust Belt state. Pennsylvania will be a flip. I think that if the rural areas can overtake the urban areas, they also have a term limited governor, Tom Wolf, and if they can take that governorship, that open seat, they will have a trifecta and could put new restrictions in place just in time for 2024. The same goes for Wisconsin. They've been back and forth, and Donald Trump proved at the presidential level that it can still be won by a Republican, and in a red wave year, considering it was only won by 20,000 votes by Joe Biden and 20,000 votes by Donald Trump in 2016, it would definitely go red. And then Michigan, this would be a low turnout in Detroit and the suburbs, and then a high turnout in the rural areas. Michigan would definitely flip to red as well. And this is our electoral map. We have Joe Biden with 225 to the Republicans 313. And if Joe Biden does lose, it will be the second time in history that back-to-back incumbents lost the general election. The first was when Jimmy Carter defeated Ford in 1976, and then Reagan defeated Carter in 1980. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below for ideas for future videos, and have an epic day.